Welcome everyone back to Pieville on the Dementiacraft SMP. It has been 8 months since I graced this channel with an actual episode that wasn't just a, short of me dying. Well, that's as fun as it is anyway. So let's go ahead and do a quick update on what's happened in Pieville, and then we'll talk about the big project that's coming up and the actual content that may come out from it. So the bulk of this city has changed none since our last video. The wall's still here. All of our farms feeding into the storage system are still here. All of the guest Pieville builds are still here and looking awesome. The Sandcastle Trader Station is still here. This is Pieville proper. This has been my project for the last almost 2 years now. It hasn't grown as fast as I was hoping. It has definitely been bits and pieces go at a time, but I really enjoy it, and it's definitely feels like a home for Minecraft. What has changed over the last few months recently is that from a lore standpoint, I went ahead and started to let Pieville grow back, or we'll say the retirement community area grow back. I'm about halfway done regrowing a jungle. That is a lot of fun with the underbrush and everything, and then it also takes a lot more saplings than I thought, so we're gonna have to go get a bunch more of those somewhere, and I don't want to go chop another forest down, so I'm gonna have to go chop another forest down. Just relocate it to here. There's a lot of stuff outside the walls that we can take, so we'll finish that up as a project later. But right now, we get this majestic view of Pieville, and in the distance, Megaton, the beautiful recreation of the Fallout town that our elder Kyoka has put together. And somebody slept through the night, which is good because morning in Pieville looks beautiful. I love this. Let's get a nice panoramic shot of the city here. And the only building that I have built anytime recently is I decided to cure some villagers because I own the tool and armor shops, and I was sick of having to buy books from somebody that had sort of departed the server. So I went ahead and I filled out my library with a lot of the rest of the villagers. So my librarian count now covers all of the things like Depth Strider 3 and Thorns and Aqua Affinity and all that stuff. The problem is that when I brought Chongo down here to turn them all zombie, Chongo got a little bit too close to one of these guys over here. And well, a golem beat him up. So, poor guy. He was over a year old. He was so close to retirement. That's just how it goes, right? So anyway, his house got bulldozed because that's what we do. And right in here next to Pieville Fried Chicken, we've got a new blacksmith. And what happens when you build a new build in Pieville? You put beds in it so you can have more villagers. That's right. Open any of the doors in this place and you'll find beds somehow. This town feels wonderful, and I feel like expanding it greatly. That area that is not grown back in jungle might just get some builds put into it. We'll see. Speaking of builds, though, what did we decide to do? First, well, we relocated our chicken farm. So there's like a million chickens up there with eggs. I didn't say eggs. Why is Pie Biscuit just walking around? Did you break a lead? Oh well, we're gonna walk around Pie Biscuit. This poor guy has been abused, or not abused, but we'll just say neglected for quite a while. It's been a year or so since he got to ferry me around. But here's the eggs supply. We're up to 60 shulkers of eggs. And I didn't say eggs. Certainly not anything that we might intend to expand the cluck chugger. That would be just horrible. But we've got our bridge to the annex. I pointed this out in the last video that there is a set of islands to the south of me, or Pieville, and I took it over, but didn't really have anything to do with it. And so I ended a bridge there, and it looked awful. And in my last video, I started the video there and showed, hey, look, there's nothing here. So what I did is I just destroyed the whole island, leveled it all the way across, terraformed it, expanded it about 2x over, and this is going to be our build. And we're going to let Pie Biscuit just roll around here. So what I've done, if you can see the map, is made a circle. The circle is 101 blocks in diameter on the outside. On the inside it is 50 blocks in diameter. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a big, giant, beautiful ceremonial hall in this 50 diameter section. And then we're going to build some themed, some themed corridors here. Functional spaces, but completely themed based on elements. So like this might be the fire section, and this whole thing is the inside of a volcano. And this whole thing over here might be undersea and be an aquarium. And then over here, kind of an earth thing where we have a lush cave and a deep slate areas. And then more of a nature area here. Those may take some tweaking someday or as we go, because I haven't fully developed this idea. I know what I want it to look like from the base. I know the concept of what I want on top of each of these sections. Once they are elemental themed, I want spires to go up, and I want them to converge in the middle on a much taller spire. And then we're going to have on the exterior a major medieval and sort of magical theme. It's going to start more like a castle at the bottom, and it's going to work its way up to a magical tower kind of situation. And that is going to be a long project, but that's what we're here for. I've got my quad beacon set up so we can move around. I've got my job board. I've got the starter of my resources. This will be enough to at least lay out the base. Then we'll talk about themes later. I may have to train up a bunch of masons to get the terracotta needed to make these things look good. I've really been enjoying the concept of like terracotta mixed with more intricate blocks like crying obsidian and whatnot, and then putting light sources underneath and having a stained glass floor mixed in, so you have the light under the stained glass mixed in with the terracotta. I've been playing with this on a private server, not a private server, a solo world, and it has been really looking good. Welcome to my solo world. We are going to go over all of the goodies that I've been working on as proof of concept when I haven't been actually attached to an SMP like full time. And this is my mushroom island. I am building biomes. Hopefully it looks good. And then we're going to start bringing in villagers from outside. One from every different type of village. But what I wanted to show was not this island. While I enjoy it greatly, but it is taking so much time to actually terraform it. And mangrove swamp there. Is the storage system I'm building underneath it. This is what I've been working on for a while. I'm still just building the structure now that the whole thing finally works. It's only going to hold 200 items, but what I've been messing with a lot is the concept of these floors. I really like stained glass on top of light sources. It's like a thing that I've been trying to really dig into because the themes are so easy to work with here. There's so many good terracotta. There's so many good additional blocks that go with it. This is what I'm going to incorporate into the large build that I've got going on Dementiacraft. This is probably my favorite. I really like the crying obsidian. That works so well with the purple stained glass or the magenta stained glass and the light source underneath. So that certainly is something that's going to be built on scale. And then you got your bright happy. You can't not feel happy in this kind of an area. Look at this. Might incorporate some ochre frog lights instead of the shroom lights, but I don't have a frog light farm on the server, so we're doing most of it with glowstone and shroom lights. But this is the concept we're going for. So, welcome back. I'll get armor for Pie Biscuit. He needs it. But he's earned his freedom. You know, to walk around an island. So we're just going to take a quick look in the air. The beautiful Pieville Bridge. Check out the heights. And that's our project. On the outside here, this whole area here is going to be an expansion of Pieville. There's going to be more functional, shops, any farms I might be missing, more farmland. We're gonna make this feel like a nice medieval area to go along with the theme. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I look forward to sharing this project with everybody. Please go ahead and subscribe, and you'll get to see what all happens, how bad of a builder I am. Maybe I'll get a little better. Maybe I'll die a few times. Either way, we're gonna have a lot of fun. And Pie Biscuit's gonna sit here and supervise the whole situation. What a mediocre good horse. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.